Amber Rydell, and you're at Family Birth Center in New Braunfels. And I want to take a minute to show you around and tell you a little bit about midwifery services and what we're doing here in New Braunfels. In 2006, we opened Family Birth Center, and at the time, the idea was just to build a bridge between moms who weren't quite ready to have a home birth, but really didn't want to go into the hospital to have their baby. So they could come to the birth center, which was a freestanding facility that allowed for water birth, allowed for family interaction, and really put the control and the decision making back into the parents' hands. I got into this after my first hospital birth, when I realized that the separation between me and my baby was very, very stressful and very hard on me. And it didn't feel right. I wanted to find something else on the next baby, and so I did. I found a midwife, I had a home birth, and I loved it. It changed me forever. I wanted to bring that forth to more families everywhere. I wanted to mainstream midwifery again. I wanted to provide an option for families out there that really wanted to have more control and more of a say in their birth. And I wanted to change the experience for babies. I wanted to make it a place where babies could come out into a warm tub of water, be held by their mother, not taken away, not poked and prodded with needles. I wanted to have warm lights and music playing and soft voices. I wanted them to have a gentle experience. Birth is a rite of passage for women. It is a time where they're tested. They have to push through those thresholds where they think that they just can't do it anymore and overcome that. And it's important that they go through that. They have to see what they can do. They have to see who they are inside of them to become the mother that they need to be, later on in life, or the next day for that matter. And so it's really important for us to stand by them and to promote that, to empower them, to help build them up to be the best person, the best mother that they can be, the best family unit that they can be.
So we came and talked to Amber, and instantly we felt like this is the place we needed to be.
One of the biggest differences about midwifery care is that when you come in, we want to get to know you. We want to build a relationship over the course of your pregnancy, because it's critical at the time of delivery. If there's no trust between the mother and the midwife, there's problems that can come up, because the mother starts to question what's going on. The midwife's questioning the mother, about whether or not she's trusting her body. And so we have to use the course of that pregnancy to work through these issues, find out what the mother's fears are, and what her specific needs are, so that we can tailor fit that care to help her to become the best mom that she can be, so that when it is time to have the baby, she's ready to go, she's excited about it. And once the baby's here, she knows that she can trust that voice inside of her, and she can trust her mothering instincts and her abilities. You come in to the center and we do an initial interview. This interview is a really important meeting. We schedule an hour, we sit down with you, we go through your list of questions, and we find out, are we going to meet your expectations in the end, because that's really, really important. There's a lot of wonderful midwives, and they're all providing great care, but personalities are really different. And so it's important that when you interview your midwife, that there's a match there, because over the next 9 months we're going to be building a relationship of trust, of me figuring out what it is specifically that you need to help make this the best experience possible. We want you to leave the birth center after your baby's been born and go off and tell all of your friends and everybody that your birth was the best thing and the best day of your entire life.
And every time we came here, we just almost felt like family. It's a really great experience. They give you their full attention, and they take their time, and you're not rushed at all.
We don't want you filled with fear. We don't want horror stories about childbirth going out anymore, because it's ridiculous. Birth is amazing. Women love it. They can give birth, and it's a joyful experience. It's hard. It's the hardest thing that you're ever going to do, but it's the most rewarding thing ever, and it's so worth it. So we do that through hour-long prenatal appointments. About 45 minutes or so is spent just talking to you, just trying to figure out what's been going on in your life the past month. Are you having any stresses? Are there any fears that are coming up? Because you'll see that over the course of the pregnancy, fears change. one minute you're worried about, you know, are you eating the right foods? And another time you're worried about, can I actually handle this? You know, I'm hearing these terrible things. Can I actually do it? And so we're going to use that time to really go through each one of those things so that we can overcome it and be ready for Labor Day. And then we go back into the prenatal room and we do all the same clinical stuff that you would do if you were to be seeing an OB or a family practice doctor. We'll do all the vitals, blood pressure, listening to the baby's heartbeat, doing measurements on the mother's uterus and such. So all of that's still the same. But I think the main hallmark of midwifery care is the relationship that's built. We're just starting to really see a shift in that people just want to come back to birth. They want to experience a family environment. They want the father to be a part of that experience. They want their other kids to be a part of the experience. They don't want that separation anymore. I'm Amber Rydell, and I cannot wait to meet you and your new baby.